Got a special opening for today. We have a guest appearance. I'm gonna go get him. Come on in. Yeah. Shh. Okay. Here he is. Tonight, Wonderland. 3 new bombshells enter the paddock, and a looming recoupling for 2 islanders that no one saw coming.
Y'all,
So that's our show. Welcome everybody to F1derland, hosted by Ian Sterling. We have a show today for everybody. It's going to be Fast and Furious, or as fast and furious as we can make it. Covering a couple episodes, some life updates. We still have all your favorite seggies here, and Jake, I'd like to pass it over to you for a little up-a-do.
Yeah, that intro was 10 out of 10, Tim.
Thank you.
I have actually not. This is kind of embarrassing, but I've not seen Love Island.
Oh dear.
Can I tell you
guess
something embarrassing too?
No, you have not seen Wicked.
I haven't seen Wicked.
No.
Oh my gosh.
But I do know a hot new bombshell. Is a hot new bombshell has entered the villa. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what's on my TikTok feed right now? Is the Jet 2 holiday.
What's that?
Yes. Yeah, the British. A Jet 2
Darling,
holiday.
hold my hand. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah.
You had to sing.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry that it has been a couple weeks since we
have you missed us?
Have posts.
Tell us how much you've missed us.
So I moved, and now I'm clearly not in my. I wish this was my apartment. This is bougie as hell. I moved, and life kind of got crazy for a minute, and I'm working on a work trip. So apologies for all of our listeners and viewers that, are rock and tune in every week. But hopefully this episode will quench the thirst, if you will, for 2 races that we have missed now. Moving forward, we'll try to get back on schedule. I've moved and things are looking up, hopefully. And we'll get back on schedule. So, just wanted to be transparent with where we were. We haven't, fallen off the bandwagon. But yeah, I think
we haven't ditched our hyperfixation of Formula One.
Exactly. I mean, honestly,
we tried.
Honestly, it's the only thing that's like keeping me going in the times where I'm like, why? What is life? What am I doing? But I drove 23 hours from Texas to Indianapolis, and there was a lot of. I was driving a U-Haul with a trailer with my car on it, so it could go like a maximum speed of 55 to 65 miles an hour. And when I tell you, I felt so slow. I felt faster in the go-karts at Coda than I did on this move. But there was a lot of braking going on. So I think this would be a perfect time to do a little brake check. Any of you have a little icebreaker or brake check that we could do?
Yeah. I mean, speaking of hyperfixations, I just feel like this is part of how we work. Like, this is kind of why we're here in the first place. But I'm curious because I'm very hyperfixated on something very specific right now. But what are y'all into right now? What's that thing that you just can't get out of your head?
Like our ADHD-tism fixation?
Yes.
Oh my God, I feel like I have so many.
It can't be Formula One.
Well, that's like our long-standing.
That's like a given. Yeah.
Fixation at this point.
Does work count?
That is not.
That's a mandatory.
Oh, you know what? No. I will say I have something. Disc golf.
Oh, is this a new situation?
Almost. It's fledgling, kind of. Well, actually, maybe it's been 2 years. Yeah. Wow. Coming out right now, just saying it's been 2 years since I started playing disc golf, and it just feels good to say it out loud.
Hi, Tim.
This is a safe space.
Oh, gosh, anybody else sweating? Um, uh, God, I feel so light. No, disc golf has been my nerdy obsession outside of the usual F1 and soccer things. It's gotten bad to where like I'm watching it on YouTube now when I'm cooking, and
Wow.
I go out and I'm not, pro level. That toxic thought in my head of like, I could go pro is definitely there, but I, I can huck some discs, as they say, weekends. I just be out there hucking,
Huck.
just
Or
That's
love.
some
hucking
lingo.
discs.
Just some huck and disc.
Yeah. You guys want to go out and huck a few this weekend?
Why not?
Hashtag
Yeah.
get hooked. Get hooked.
Jake, come back. Come back. Let's huck.
Come back. Come back.
Er-
There's a boat. Come back. Come back. Jack, there's a boat.
Huck me again, Jack.
That's actually a great segue because I'm not currently fixated. I feel like, like straight guys. I mean, Tim, I don't want to speak for you. But
No,
boy.
Tell me what straight guys do, Jake.
like Roman Empire, like I think about the Roman Empire. I feel like gay men, their Roman Empire is like the Titanic. And like since I was a kid, I was obsessed with the Titanic. It's not currently what I'm hyper fixated on. Honestly, when I was thinking like, what phase of life is this hyper fixation right now? Honestly, before I wanted to go to school to be a performer, I wanted to be an architect for stadiums. It's so random and specific. Yeah. And honestly, I probably should have done that. But I like fall asleep to like stadium reviews. That's so random and weird. Whoa. But like I love watching like reviews of like renovations of stadiums or future builds of stadiums. So yeah, I guess that's my little hyper fixation outside of F1.
Okay, well, we need to get you into that Cadillac facility. It's not a stadium, but it's big. We need to get you figuring out what's going on in there.
It's not.
Oh, man. Okay, well, we're getting to know each other a lot, but
yeah, what's yours now?
Yeah.
This past week has been a little heavy in the state of Texas and the beloved hill country. And humor has traditionally been the thing that has gotten me through in some tough times. But there's this guy that keeps coming up on my algorithm, and he is not foreign, but he has this accent that he does, and he starts talking about sweet treats. But in the way he says it, he's like, sweet treats are out.
I'm here. I want a sweatshirt. I just want a sweatshirt.
We're going to get
American?
Sweatshirt. He's very American, but he's
it's just a little sweet treat. A little
you
sweet
silly snitchel.
Snitchel?
Is that
Snitchel?
Schnitz. There you go.
Schnitzel.
Boy. Anyways, he's just making my life
so stoned.
I wish.
That was special.
Snatchels?
I don't give a schnitzel.
Little snatch.
Schnitzel. Your little I can't even do it.
But now, anytime I need to do anything, I'm like, I probably
Jake,
need
can
a
you
little
put the
sweet
video
treat
up because
before.
He's gonna put it up now because I thought jump scare. He's there. No, I thought that they were Australian or something.
I thought he was Australian too, or like I thought he was like I knew whatever accent, like this German or whatever accent he was doing, was not authentically him. But I thought he was somewhere else. So like the fact that he's creating all of this chaos and none of it's real is very, I guess, representative of the time that we live in. But it's great.
Just appropriating.
Great.
I love
great
treats.
Segue.
I love sweet treats.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly, so if that's your hyperfixation, what is your favorite sweet treat?
Okay, so I love coffee, But typically,
We know that you don't like the SpongeBob eyeball
Ice cream.
first of all,
ice
it was
cream.
July 4th since the last time we talked. Do you know what I saw everywhere July 4th? All
Boom
these
pops.
bars, bomb pops in
Boom
drinks.
Pops, bomb pops.
Like kids, bomb pops. Adult kids, bomb pops in their
Bomb
drinks.
pops.
That's all I'm saying, and I'm sticking to it. I did go to the
That
ice
is
cream
your
truck.
that is your sweet treat.
Yes, but not typically. Right now, my sweet treat is a very sugary coffee, which typically I drink black coffee. But I've been getting kind of a sugary situation
Oh, sweet treat.
with caffeine, and I just love it and have a really
Double
good
dipping.
day after. Yeah.
Nice. Should we go racing?
Anyways,
You know who's
Speaking-
yeah. Who wants to go with the segue?
No, who love
'Cause
the sweet treats is the Austrians.
the
They love a
yeah.
schnitzel. Yes, George.
Yeah. Yes,
The
George.
hills are the lie. The hills are the lies. The hills have eyes.
The hills are the lies, but let's go into Austria. I know it's been a couple weeks, but definitely want to talk about this race. So I got a notification. I was traveling. Also, this is another reason why we're a little bit delayed. I was in California, so it was like 6 a.m., which is honestly not even that early because I've awoken. I've been awake
Because we're
at
all
4
adults.
I've
a.m.
awoken before.
to watch regular races, but like for some reason, because I was traveling, I like missed the first 20 minutes, and I wake up to the group chat, and oh my, Austria was a race. So I don't
Not
even
for
know where to
Carlos,
begin.
it wasn't.
Well, let's start with Austria is technically the Red Bull Ring, which
Mhm.
is home race for a one and only Mr. Maxi Verstappen.
Do.
Max Verstappen.
Dad Verstappen.
Oh, yeah, Daddy Max.
It's also
and
the
like
one time of year that Helmut Marko can actually be out in the sunlight and not burn or turn into glitter because he's a vampire.
Facts.
I can't
He's
confirm or
Dracula.
deny that, honestly.
Helmut Marko, that's a 17th century name. Okay. Dracula.
I mean, there's so many foreign people that I'm like,
Sorry, I
Flavio
completely
is
derailed this.
also I'm like Flavio Hootie.
But he's
How do we say his last name?
He's painfully Italian. If he is a vampire, then yeah, he probably Anyway, I'll see myself out.
So I don't know. I feel like we keep going into these weekends and we're like, oh, it's so and so's home race. So we're like looking for miracles. We're
If it's Oscar Piastri, it's every race.
I don't even know. I mean, he's a man of the world. What do you want from him?
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
I love it. Anyways, I just think that like we can never count Max out. I think we can never count Max out. And it's his home race, and he's like willing this car to do things that it's not really wanting to do. But lots of hype around Max going into this weekend. Max and Mercedes talks, Max and home race. It's the Red Bull Ring. This lap, I guess, is one of the shorter laps on the calendar. I don't know. Lots of just chatter around it. And then we get to qualifying. Max is really nowhere to be found. He's midfield style. So he's already not going into the race. Super excited. We get to the race on Sunday. Papayas are up front. And literally the first 20 laps is the most exciting thing we might have seen all season. And simultaneously has to be the most heart rate inducing lifting thing that the team watching has probably seen all season. Like what?
Well, let's go back to the start of the race before we get into
Oh my god.
the papayas.
Yeah, because
So we just had
even start the race.
We had this whole hype about Max Verstappen and his home race and him, giving this car life when it's a tractor. And we have sweet baby,
Not a
sweet baby
tractor.
Kimi
Oh, sweet baby.
take Max Verstappen out in the first lap.
His first big
Lap
boy
one.
move of his F1 career. He's tasted
Which
blood,
we
folks.
we can rewind the tape, and I've always been a Max Verstappen fan. But I will say,
Don't make me spit my water out on my mic.
you're all lucky that I
Fan
edit
feels
this,
far.
and I'm not going to go all the way back.
But it's okay. We'll just keep.
We didn't go back to the factory, but we'll find it one day. We
No! Me next, drag me.
We saw Max and Kimi not make it. Was it the first turn even? Like, I think it was like
Turn
the
three.
first turn three.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
turn-
So it wasn't even a full lap, and we have these two out of the race, which is just such a, I don't want to say bummer, because as a non-Red Bull fan, it's like I want Max to do well, because it like increases the drama, and like, because he's not leading and because Red Bull is not winning like they used to and dominating, which I'm sure people now are saying about McLaren, which I completely understand. It's nice to see, like, oh, where is Max going to be? Where is Red Bull going to like take this away from so-and-so? Or, you know, where are the points going to go because this happened? It was a little disappointing for me to be like, oh, well, there goes, you know, Max Verstappen and Kimi Antonelli that I was rooting for. And as great of a driver as he is, and moments that he's had this season, like, he hasn't necessarily had the best season as far as like finishing races. So it was a little disappointing. But then flash forward to a few laps later, and then we see the papayas, which I think, Kelly, you were getting at.
Yeah. I mean, we can stay with Max out. I think there's a lot to kind of talk through. The reality is, Max having good weekends is good for the sport. Max being in a race, finishing a race, is good for the sport. He's the reigning world champion. Regardless of how dominant McLaren is, I also want McLaren to have some pressure. Like, what's the point of just having one constructor dominating? I get it. It does happen. But like, in order to put some pressure on McLaren to like make some real decisions, there has to be someone who is kind of pushing them. And
Not
Max is the
200
closest
points behind. Yeah.
to do it.
And especially when it comes to the drivers standing, because at this point in the series, we know that McLaren is going to snatch the constructors unless they wreck their cars, both cars, every single race from here on out. So it's kind of a given. So
Probably
we need someone to pressure them in the drivers for us to be interested in. Yeah.
And what I'm more curious about is Max is known. We've had an episode. We literally called it Mad Max. This man, this dad, this racer is feisty. I mean, he has been known to car ramrod straight into Russell when he didn't get his way. He lashes out. Allegedly.
It looked like he locked up, I think, probably.
Allegedly.
You know,
not me defending Max. Oh my God.
I know. But
wow.
Okay, so he gets hit in a lap one. He immediately comes on the radio. He says something like stupid idiots. And then he gets out of the car, sees it's Kimi, and he is like total chill guy.
Oh, Kimi, no, it's okay.
No.
I thought you were George. I was going to fucking kill you.
I mean, thoughts on this man? Like, did you see that coming? Is this a bigger play? Like,
it's his future teammate. That's it. I am sold. I'm sold. I was sold on that weekend. It's yeah, it all came out.
Tim, we can dive into that because I know you have. We've talked about this off of the
Feelings.
pod, and we'll
Yeah.
dive into this more. I think my point of view on this is I think this is a very hot take. Y'all can come at me if you want. I think Max don't give a fuck. I think he is so checked out. I don't know if that means he's checked out of Red Bull. I don't know if that means he's checked out of F1. I don't know what that means, but I think he is checked out. He's been giving a shit car. He's been giving. He's on a team that based their whole strategy around him for the past X amount of years, and this is the first year it's not working. And he's gone through how many teammates that can't drive the car that he wants, that he now can't even drive because it's not up to everyone else's standard. I think he does not get along with the FIA, which can't blame him. I think he's just, he don't give a fuck. And I think if it was George, it would be personal because there's beef. But I think, I do think that like Kimi, he's young, and I do, Max being a dad, this is me psychoanalyzing someone I've never met, and I just see from all of your perspective as well. Kimi is a baby. I think Max sees
baby.
I think he sees like potential in Kimi, as most people do, and he doesn't want to be the villain in that story. He can be the villain in Lando's story. He can be the villain in McLaren's story. He's not going to be the villain in that story.
Totally.
Can I say a really nerdy correlation that I'm observing here?
Yeah.
Say it.
I think George, if this is Star Wars, okay? Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna work. It's
Yeah.
gonna work.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Yeah.
But only if you've ever actually seen it.
See,
so George thinks he's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay. He's actually Kimmy is Anakin Skywalker.
Okay.
Sweet baby Anakin hasn't slaughtered the youths yet. Jake, can you calm down? Okay, let me get through this.
Jake's a chill guy.
Kimmy is Anakin.
Lorazepam.
Anakin, no.
No, Anakin.
Kimmy is Anakin. George thinks that he's Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he's actually fucking Palpatine. Okay?
Never heard that name.
Not
Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Max is Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? That's what I said. That's what I said. I said not Palpatine.
Is George Palpatine? I don't think he has that much power.
Palper. No, he's not. So he's really like a low-level Sith wannabe. He's just like a cranky meh.
He's R2-D2.
I don't even know if that's funny.
I don't think I'm playing this
funny.
back, and I'm like, this is not playing well, because Palpatine is the one that ends up with Anakin under his control. So this isn't working. But
so Toto is Palpatine.
George thinks he's the good guy, and then he's like, I'm gonna take care of Kimmy, and he's gonna look up to me. But Max is really like, yeah, you don't need to listen to George. You should listen to me. George is a fucking loser.
I mean, when you say it like that.
We went down a rabbit hole, and I'm fully here for it because I actually understood it. So thank you, Tim. Both Kimmy and Max are out of the race now. So now we're going into the Papayas racing each other.
Real racing.
So we saw in Canada, they were racing, and a collision happened, and Lando was out. And now we are seeing a repeat of this for multiple laps. So I'm curious to know what y'all's thoughts were as this was happening, because as I watched, like, this was right like after I woke up, so I had to go back and watch it. And even though I knew what happened, my heart rate was not well.
Yeah. I mean, I had so many thoughts. I was like, oh my God, look, this is what we've wanted the whole time. And then at the same time, I was like, is this what they want? Is this is what they want?
What they want.
Don't be ridiculous, Andrea. This is what everybody wants. Everybody wants this.
Yeah, until like we start just exploding our budget because we have damage. I don't know. It was really fun racing, but it seemed not unnecessary. But when it was happening, I was like, this is what they're asking for. And, play
This is what
stupid
we're
games,
asking for.
win stupid prizes. And I don't know, I was here for it. But it was wheel to wheel for 20 laps straight, which is also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Tim, what were your thoughts on it?
I feel like this is the beginning of Oscar Piastri's villain origin story. This is his origin story. It is.
I do
I'm not
think
going to make a
I
Star
agree.
Wars reference again, but
So
I
is he
don't-
Anakin?
I feel like now he's like grumpy teenage Anakin. He is, because he's
With
in
the
that-
hair, and he's like,
Yeah, he's just like, I hate him. That's how he feels about. Find that clip, Jake, if you can.
what is it? I mean, you'll have
Anakin.
to give me.
Or okay, so it's Star Wars Episode 3, Anakin fighting Obi-Wan on the lava planet, and he's gotten his legs cut off by Obi-Wan, and now he's on fire, and he's looking at Obi-Wan going, I hate you. That's how Oscar Piastri is right now. It's mere hours before Palpatine comes and picks him up, and it's just like, boom, we're giving you a robot body, and now you're
Y'all,
Darth Vader. And he goes,
Zach Brown is Palpatine.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh my
I just looked that up, and he's got like red eyeballs saying, I hate you.
Well, there was the red light.
I feel your hatred. Use it.
I would agree with you, Timothée. I think that we are seeing, as we've seen Lando crack, I think we are seeing the crack of Oscar Piastri. And I don't mean this, before y'all and Kelly get mad at me, I don't mean this as he's not leading the world championship and could possibly most likely win the driver's championship. I'm saying this is the first time that we are seeing some emotional damage of Oscar Piastri.
Emotional damage. Oh my gosh, that was such a moment.
What a pull.
So I think, and this race, we get through this battle, and there's no contact as far as like no one crashes out, and no one, there's no repercussions of this racing. I'm glad they let them race. I'm glad that we are seeing this. This is what we want. This is what everyone wants, even if you are a Piastri or Norris fan. Like, we want this. And I do think it's crazy that McLaren, and this is where maybe Kelly, you can chime in, because I know that you have some very strong thoughts on this. If I was McLaren, I would pick a number one driver. It's not good for your team, but it's good for ratings. It's good for us viewers, and it's good for the drivers, honestly. Like, if there is no one pushing you, no one wants to see another Max Verstappen. I mean, everyone that wants Max Verstappen to win, they want to see another Max Verstappen, but he's done it 4 times. No one wants to see that again. To your point about, like, without a fight. Like, we want to see the struggle. We want to see the battle. We want to see the underdog. We want to see someone fall from grace. It's the story arc. Like, and I think that McLaren knows what they're doing as far as ratings and fandom, and especially with this movie coming out, and, collecting fans, or farming, as the kids like to say these days.
So old.
Yeah. But, like, I'm glad they let
A&M now as Aura Farming.
Aura Farming.
Yes, it's in the School of Agriculture.
Yeah.
Jake, very that. McLaren thinks they're like, well, I'll say Zach Brown. Zach Brown is casting this wide vision that you can have 2 number 1 drivers. It's just not possible. There's always going to be bias in the decision making, and there's always going to be one person that is favored. there's no getting around it. There's only one place you can do a pit stop. Someone's going to get a more favorable pit stop than someone else. If you're double
what a
stacking,
metaphor for life.
I just
Baby.
am like,
I'm DNF. I retired the car at this point. Metaphorically and physically. The i3 is out of service, baby.
there's just, I mean, I'm not a full Lando
Brutal.
sympathizer. I like both drivers. I do think Lando is their guy. I think they want Lando to be the guy, and Oscar has just shown up. Maybe
Lando's
more
had one home
consistently.
race and has 3 grandstands, and Oscar's had 6 and no grandstands. Not even in Shanghai.
All of the grandstands are his grandstands, baby.
Baby.
BB.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see it play out a little bit more. Lando is Zach's guy, and I think Oscar is help me with his name. The principal.
Andrea.
I think Oscar is Andrea's guy. So, I mean, I know they have their people in their corners, but
I think
can't always make a decision without prioritizing one person over another.
Agreed.
And
so going to Red Bull next
if
year.
Oscar is going to, I mean, at some point it's going to piss your drivers off. That's the real impact. At some point it's going to be at the cost of like these cute little videos they do together. That's not going to happen anymore. Like, it's not going to be cute to have 2 number 1 drivers.
Pretty soon they're going to have them hunt each other.
It's going to be Hunger Games.
I'd be down.
Oh my God. Zach Brown is the president.
No.
He's Palpatine. He's President Snow. He's literally all of the above. He is drag. Drag is the moment, and he is the moment.
All right.
Yeah, so let's move on from Austria, unless there was anything else that happened. We have Norris finishing
for Austria if you want.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
The only other thing I wanted to say, we will talk about, shout out to the F1 movie. We will all have seen it.
Just keep watching.
By the next time we talk. But there's a Williams moment that I want to talk about.
You're really busy, okay?
What, like, it's hard?
It's hard.
Well, like, it's hard. And then Gabby Bortoleto got his first points in Austria, which is of note.
I'm a big Bortoleto fan. I watched that the pre-race warm-up or something like that F1 TV does on their YouTube channel. And he was interviewed, and I just think he's awesome. He seems so mature and just stoked to be there. Loves Nico. This was before Nico took home his situation. Yeah.
Yep. And Max also loves him, which is hilarious. Max is like everyone's best friend except for
George. Yeah, everybody. He's like, hey, everybody get in the PJ except for fucking George. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tim's take?
Well, yeah, I was gonna tell we have Norris and Piastri 1-2. We have Leclerc and Hamilton 3-4. So we have 2 papayas and a Ferrari, followed by another Ferrari, and then our classic consistent George Russell in 5th place. So
how?
Yeah. Tim, you have a take for that?
I do. Well, it's not really even about that, but it's more about our boy Carlos. Starting a race with a car that won't start makes it difficult to finish, especially when the car that won't start does start, and when you try to stop that car after it does start, it catches on fire and ends your race before it actually has even started. That's it. I have one for Silverstone later.
We're bringing out golf.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish. But if you don't start, then you don't finish. That's
basically it.
No, I don't like. No.
What? This is like drag, yes, like ballroom.
What?
Someone did that in a meeting the other day, and I was like, "Are we going to do that?"
Well, that's not.
They're doing it on Love Island right now because
they've taken over. I don't like it.
I didn't know that this was a thing.
If you're cutting DEI, you can't do this.
I'm not cutting
You
shit.
can't do this. Not you, Tim. I'm
Jake.
talking about mainstream culture. Love Island, straight people on TV on prime time cannot be doing this.
On the cock.
You hear that? I've got a bone to pick with you.
We all know where straight white culture comes from.
Straight
You
right
said
culture.
white, right? Oh,
Straight right culture.
same thing.
Honestly,
let's move on.
I'm not saying anything right now, so
Yeah, because it's all wrong. Let's go into our fantasy from Austria before we get canceled here. So we had Tim tried.
he did.
Blacked out.
Indeed.
Had
You
no-
tried and you
Can
got
we do this?
4 points, which is a great number. Hennis Finkas, you got 40 points, and
I
DRS
defy
Santa
anyone
Grande.
to get exactly 4 points. Trying to get 4
That's
points. In
that's
one weekend.
impressive.
If you do,
It's impressive.
I'll buy you lunch.
It's impressive. DRS Santa
like
Grande 207. We'll get in. Yeah. So let's move on to this last race, Great Britain, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. So this is, as we have mentioned, the oldest. It might not be the oldest track since built, but it's the first race. The first F1 race 75 years ago happened at Silverstone. So this is a very important milestone race. And as British, meteorology, forecasting, whatever the word is, weather, Madame Morrible, that's 10, was doing her thing, and we didn't know if it was going to rain. We didn't know if it was going to be sunny. We didn't know what was going to happen. So pretty much throughout practice and qualifying, it was pretty clear and sunny, right? I don't think there was any rain.
Yeah.
No.
They were actually talking about how hot that pavement was. It was pretty hot track.
And then we get to Sunday, and it is raining.
Well, George let us know that it was raining.
Well, there's rain
You know what?
in the distance.
You know what, my grandma,
some dark, heavy clouds, just like the ones over my heart, my contract. But I trust Toto, believe in Toto, and he's always looked out for me. And won't let those rain clouds rain on George's parade, because George's parade cannot be rained on. Adida, thank you, lawnmowers, love them.
Adida?
It's like la-di-da, but
It's so funny because in our group chat, we were talking about there was a forecast of rain. We started not in the rain, and we were like, wait for George. He's going to tell us. And sure as hell, Mr. Russell says it's about to rain, and it starts raining. And then I sent the meme of Karen from Mean Girls being like, there's a 30% chance it's already raining, which is very George.
yes.
So is there anything that we want to talk about? I guess we want to talk about who got pole position. So going back to this drama of Red Bull, everything, not being for them like it has been in the past few years, we see Max Verstappen come out of nowhere and take pole position.
He looks so good. That was
mind you, we see Norris taking fastest time for pretty much all of the practice and all of the pre-qualifying events, which is not really uncommon. We see McLaren, at least for my opinion, we see McLaren kind of showing their pace from the get, whereas everyone else, I feel like they kind of hold back, and then in qualifying, you're like, where did they come from? It's I think they were kind of holding back in practice.
Ferrari did the exact opposite. They left it all.
Well,
in
Ferrari
just broke our hearts.
Ferrari. So yeah, but we see Max Verstappen get pole position, which I don't know about you guys. I was not surprised, but it was one of those oh, this is a Max moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you think?
A ridiculous time, and he got it. And you could tell after the first sector, he the way that he was just hauling through there. It was. I thought it was awesome. I just kind of was watching like,
This is why Max is Max. Like you can't. We're like, oh well, he doesn't have the car, and then the next week he puts it on pole. You're like, okay,
and with
you just can't.
a power unit by John Deere. Like, what are we talking about here? It's ridiculous.
I mean, listen, I'm not the architect of this car, and that person is not even at Red Bull anymore, so no telling. But yeah, Max puts it on pole. We get a Simply Lovely, which is just like
Max puts it on pole. Yuki wraps it around one. Oh,
well,
that's
pretty predictable at this point, right? I mean,
sad still.
It's not going to say
totally.
anything.
Yeah.
Please don't.
So we have Max starting pole position, and we go into the start of the race. It starts to rain / it's like sprinkling, like rain is coming, and we see a bunch of cars come into the pit after the formation lap to put on inters.
Half the grid started in inters, and half the grid gambled. It seemed like there were some split strategies with a lot of different teams of starting one with inters as safety, one without as safety.
Someone want to talk about the difference between like a slick, an inter, and a wet?
Sure.
Yeah.
We can tag team.
Go back to episode 2.
Yeah, link in.
I'll put the card. Yeah, but yeah. Tim, you want to lead?
They're here right now, Jake. Tell them right now.
Make them wait. We need the traffic on the website. So slicks are what they normally wear in non-wet weather. That is the soft, medium, hard compounds, and also super softs. Then the inters are the intermediary tires, right? Or intermediate. Intermilan. They will help when there's just a little bit of water on the track where it's unsafe for slicks. It'll help channel that away and maintain grip. And then the wets are when it's just like fucking soaked out on the track.
Just wet.
A tsunami is on
no.
Oh my God, Carlos, no.
It's too much. I mean, the tires played a pretty significant part of it, like the gambling of when we used tread from like an enter to when we went on slicks and how that kind of played out. So I think the tires ended up being a part of the game today, and gambling with tires going on slicks earlier than other people like ended up
one of the best moments in the whole race.
For some people, not everyone.
I think, is that maybe a box because I think...
I mean, which moment?
I don't want to ruin it, but...
well, we'll move on. I'll wait till box.
I'll wait.
Yeah, because honestly...
I think Jake's on the same wavelength. Yeah.
Yeah, I am. So anyway, we see a plethora of strategy, which honestly I loved.
George.
The spray, yes. Yep, Kelly. The spray on these cars is fucking wild. Like, watching the race, even when it's not raining, how wet the track is, the spray from the spray is what, if you are watching the car, it looks like a rooster tail. Like, it looks like a jet ski. Like
2 humpback whale blowholes at 200 miles an hour coming at you.
Blow?
Holes?
Oh.
Coming.
It's only a Tuesday.
Oh, jeepers creepers, Jacob.
Oh, my.
You got me blushing. Oh, Jake's all red.
You don't got to get red if you stay red, baby. We are losing it.
Okay,
so we have 15 minutes. We got this.
So, I mean, the visibility, horrible. We see that come into play at another point in the race. Hajar just literally runs into the back of Kimi, I think. Ends both of their races.
Did we lose Jake?
Did we lose Jake?
All right. Well, let's continue and see if he comes back.
That's
Dude.
strange.
I'll text her. Hang on.
R. Nar.
The blowhole comment got him too good.
I know. He's actually there. He just like went off camera.
He just
Like,
went
it's
off
too much.
camera because he's like, he snotted.
That's too much.
Got him. Oh, he's here, but
He's here. Let's talk
Hey!
some shit about number
Let's-
4. Just kidding. Are you back?
are you back?
Are we
Okay.
back?
Yeah, we're
I
back.
think so.
Yeah, talk some shit about number 4 while I'm still here. Why don't you?
We're just talking about blowholes.
Who said that?
What?
What?
Where do we leave
The
off?
weather. We were talking about the weather and visibility, and this is just a great Britain time.
I loved this
with the
race.
weather.
I thought it was one of the most exciting races and action-packed races of the season. Lots of
Great.
drama, a lot of strategy, a lot of things paying off, and a lot of things really not paying off. I was heartbroken for Lewis. The past 11 times that he's been at Silverstone, he's podiumed.
Oh, yes.
And Jess and I were stressed. It was bad. She had to watch the end of this race like she watches Game of Thrones, just through her fingers. He was a total champ at the end of the race. He was like, we gathered a lot of good data. Now we know what to do and what we really do not need for next year's car, which is fantastic. I think
It's the
driver
same
of the
car.
day. Yeah. And then driver of the day, Nico Hulkenberg. Another great day to not pay attention to George Russell because Nico Hulkenberg.
Just amazing. I want to.
Y'all, he started in 19th.
Driving a John Deere, talking about a tractor, huh? Max
Talking
in the
about
John
a
Deere
tractor.
livery.
I want to go back before we talk about Nico because he needs and deserves his spot. We had some moments before Nico's triumphant
yes.
third place
Big
victory.
drama, big mad.
Yeah.
We saw multiple safety cars or yellow flags out. And in one of these situations, Piastri is leading, Max Verstappen is in second place, Lando Norris is in third place. And once the safety car is done with its safetying, the lights go out and then it's up to the lead car to initiate the green flag. So the safety car will basically say, okay, I'm done here. It's up to you. And the lead car will accelerate. And once that lead car accelerates, that's we're going. Oscar Piastri brakes behind the safety car, which, mind you, is not the first time we've seen this in a driver. We saw it with George Russell in Canada and Max Verstappen.
Yep,
we've seen
Max
it
again.
multiple times. I'm pretty sure Max Verstappen is one of the originators of this game. Say what you want.
Probably create this game.
I'm not hating on him. I'm not, glazing on him, as the kids say. I am just saying he is responsible for this game. Oscar Piastri basically brake checks Max. You are not allowed to pass the lead. You are not allowed to pass the lead car in a safety or a yellow. And Max Verstappen obviously has momentum and he's going. And there is this moment of oh, Max is going to get a penalty for overtaking Piastri during this caution or this yellow, the safety car. But it turns out that Piastri is given a 10-second penalty for braking behind the safety car, whatever the official incident was. I don't know what the wording is, not braking under a yellow. I don't know what the actual penalty was, but it was because he braked.
Sure.
And basically caused an unsafe situation.
Braking.
There is a huge discourse on whether this 10-second penalty was fair or not. And I would love to open the floor to see what y'all thought of this penalty. Because essentially this penalty then cost Piastri the win,
Mhm.
and it gave his rival teammate second position in drivers'
Second number
standings
one
the
driver.
win.
Yeah.
There's two parts here I want to talk about. Was the penalty valid and worth the 10 seconds, or was it too harsh? And does that negate Lando's win?
Interesting questions. I do think that he deserved a penalty for it because it felt like to me like the kid in school who is always like by the book and they decide to like do something cheeky one time and then they get in trouble for it. That's exactly the energy it was giving because he wanted to get Max. He wanted to fuck with Max and get the jump on him because Max was starting to start to catch up with him a little bit. And he also was here, not really catch up, but he had to give up that huge lead. So but I think 10 seconds was kind of a lot. I think like there was no damage caused. Nobody was hurt. It didn't fuck up the whole race for anybody except for Oscar, like,
Unless you ask Nico in the cool down room and he was like, oh yeah, that caused some issues down the line.
yeah.
Again,
I think I don't know. I think he deserved it, but I think 10 seconds was a lot, but I'm also not in there. And I don't know. I think that Oscar is the more aggressive driver on the team. I think that he was really gunning for this, and I think he was probably going to win. And I understand why he was so pissed and grumpy at the end of that. It was very funny, kind of grumpy, but like, yeah, he's seething mad, and I get it. He would have won. I don't think it negates Lando's thing because that's racing, right? It's racing. Am I right? Pedal down and drive. That's all you can do.
I think Max and Piastri are comfortable racing each other. I think they also are two like formidable racing people. Like I saw in the formation lap, Max was playing some games just
Always.
with like braking, slowing down. Like
always.
He plays the game, and I think Oscar is also like a little protege of that as well. So I think there's an aspect of like, I don't think Piastri was trying to mess up the rest of the line. I didn't see a ton of that, but I do think he is trying to do things that keep him in the lead, and he's not afraid to take those risks. Now, you got to know the rules to break the rules, which is Max's game. Like he basically created that game. And Oscar is new to the game. So I think it came back and bit him in the booty. In this specific instance, it was a little probably too far. When they get out the telemetry and they're like, it was 40 pounds of pressure. I'm like, okay. So he broke. But like also 10 seconds, when we've seen a 10-second penalty in the past, that's all I really have to relate it to. There's been contact, there's been damage, there's been like a circumstance to the results. And this was kind of like, oh, that looked weird. So I don't know.
If they would have given out a 5-second penalty, there would have been more racing. It would have been a wild, wild finish to this race between him and Lando. But
Lando still won. I mean, I think if you have the hard part, I think for Piastri, at one point he was like 15 seconds ahead in the lead, and then all the safety cars with getting on slicks early and then everyone going wee 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 around the track. Like there is a part that's like, if Oscar was a number one driver on another team, they'd probably put him back in that position based on how dominant he was.
I thought it was very funny though when he spun and he had that penalty and all this stuff, and he was like, I think we should trade the positions back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, I mean, to be fair,
I mean,
if he's like,
say it.
If we all think that this penalty wasn't fair, then let's make it right in the team, because at the end of the day, it's them.
At that point, you did what you did, and now Lando is in advantage because it's your teammate who is your second place now. Why would you? Exactly. So I think, like, was this penalty too harsh? Maybe it wasn't. I don't really care about that because at the end of the day, the FIA is a horrible organization that does not have any standards on penalties and consistency on those. So let's take that off the table right now.
Yeah.
When it comes to, I think, to echo what both of you said, Oscar, I think this was his race to go back to, like, this is the start of his villain era. I think he felt the comfort of a lead championship and
Yes. Champion.
And in the physical race. And I think he got a little cocky by mimicking things that Max did, and it came back to bite him in the ass. And I think when it came back to bite him in the ass, he knew exactly why it bit him in the ass. And that's why he was pissed, because he knew he kind of did it to himself.
Because
you know, like,
his ass had been bitten.
At that point, you kind of have to answer for, which I love. And I love that he is showing emotion in this way.
Yeah.
And I think it's great that McLaren is allowing them to race, because this is what we want. We don't want to see, as much as I want to see my boy Lando win this entire thing, it's not fun if it's a blowout. It's not fun if it's handed to them. It's not fun when someone knows 3 races before the end of the season who's winning everything. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Do you think it hurts the brand, though, if we get to this place where, like, we have Lando fans that are like, I mean, I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say, no, I'm just kidding. We have Lando fans that are very passionate about Lando. And then we have Oscar Piastri fans, obviously, because he's talented, he's doing well, he's winning. Like, are they going to implode the McLaren brand because people are going to be so annoyed by McLaren at some point?
I think as long as they keep Lando, they're not going to, because I think Lando as a brand is stronger. It's so much stronger.
And I think it goes back to Lando kind of built this brand, this modern brand, where we are today.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of Lando fans, I'll take myself out of this. I think that's where a lot of Lando fans say, well, he drove that tractor to where the car is now, and Oscar has been here for what, 3 years? Like, better driver, right? Like, Oscar is one of the most talented drivers on that grid, if not the most. And it's showing in his points. But when you look at loyalty, when you look at brand, when you look at investment, you can't take that away from Lando and McLaren when you're giving it to Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari. Do you know what I'm saying?
I am 100% with you. I'm just also like, if Lando's your man, let him be your man.
I see what you're saying. They need to pick a number 1 driver. And also, to your point about, will it implode the brand of McLaren? I don't know, because we've been shitting on Zach since we started this podcast. And yet here I am, a Lando fan. Here you are, an Oscar fan. And I wouldn't say I'm not an Oscar fan. I just want this specific driver to prevail. Like, I'm still a McLaren boy, but I'm going to call them on their bullshit. And honestly, I think it strengthens the brand, if anything, because people like messy and they like chaos and they like drama.
And then at the end of the day,
all
they
PR
have
is
to make
good
a
PR.
choice. Yeah, they have to make a choice within the team at some point. And so that, I think,
and they're not making the choice. The fandom is.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah,
like
that the
Love
fans have to
Island.
make a choice.
Well, a hot new bombshell.
Zach Brown
enters the villa.
Can we talk about the fandom though? This is like a very random time at a time. This is like the brand thing. This is F1 becoming wild. This is like the fandom coming to life in a new way. Not a new way, but like Max Verstappen stands in the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Lando, freaking number 4 Norris, has 3 gigantic Lando stands in Silverstone.
Yep.
And those things full of papaya.
Of crybabies.
Oh,
Just
Papaya,
whiny
lime,
crybabies.
lime yellow. What are we calling that? Electric yellow? What's that color?
Neon
Is it
yellow.
yellow? Is it green?
Neon yellow?
I don't know. Nobody can just be one color anymore.
And what's so fun? I mean, the thing for me is like Silverstone, Great Britain. We have a lot of British
I
drivers.
heard it after it came out of my mouth, Jay.
What did he say? What did he say?
I said, no one
Well,
can just be one color anymore. And I was like, and then
Oh,
Jay goes,
dear.
"Hmm?" And I was like,
Oh boy.
there we go. It's character voice. It's not me. I love all the colors.
Today, Jake's
Blah.
color is red.
Red.
Is it funny to y'all? I mean, Hamilton has a straight named after him, but like Hamilton is
Straight.
7-time. Oh my God. Let's move on. Tell us the end of the race. Where did we land?
We have Norris number 1 position. We have Piastri 6 seconds behind P2, and we have Nico Hulkenberg.
Honestly, though,
So
there's
let's-
not that much to talk about other than he's the fucking man. He's beautiful, and it ran.
He's gorgeous.
Race.
He looks like Linda Vandalisha. What's her name?
He's a model.
Valisa. He stones his own tights. 200 and some starts. 200 and something starts. 239 starts. And this is his first
239,000
pole.
starts.
First
Pole?
P3
Podium.
hole.
Podium.
Gosh, we're getting in the weeds.
Opium.
Podium.
First podium, and I think it just goes to show, keep working hard. And as much as I need to say this
Hard.
to my fucking self, hard, you gotta keep going.
Keep
you gotta
showing
keep
up.
pushing. You keep doing it. You keep putting the reps in, and one day it'll pay off, and you'll get a fucking Lego trophy for your
Yep.
first podium.
As Miley says, it's the climb, baby.
That's
Or you
right.
hopped off a plane in LAX with a dream and a cardigan.
Nico
So, yeah, it was a really, as much as I wanted to see Ferrari and Hamilton on the podium, I'm so happy for Nico. That leads us to our standings, which is crazy because Nico scored 20 points, which, have you seen that meme of Checo, Liam, and Yuki all scoring 20 points? It's like, this is how many points they've scored, and this is how many points this singular man in a Kick Sauber has scored. But after this race, we have Piastri leading the driver's standing with 234 points, followed very closely by Lando Norris, 226 points, followed by Max Verstappen, 165, and then Russell in 4th place with 147, Leclerc 119, Hamilton 103, Antonelli 63, Albon 46, Hulkenberg 37, and Ocon 23. So
tries
baby.
with 4.
it's really gonna come down to Norris and Piastri. I think we all saw the collapse of Verstappen's campaign this week, unfortunately. But our fantasy points, we had Tim Tried with 79 points this week, DRS Sienna Grande 96, and Hennes Vinkas on top with 110, which puts our overall standings total with Tim Tried 1113, Hennes Vinkas 1584, and DRS Sienna Grande 1874. I think it's time to go into a little box.
Yeah. It's time.
Yeah?
It is time.
Yes, Kelly.
We have
Yes, Kelly.
probably one of the most classic George moments on the radio. Like, talk to me. Talk to me.
Tell me I'm pretty,
Yes.
daddy.
Give me the validation. It's box banter time, people. We have 2 races, which is pretty fun. And these people live in an era. And I love that. So I've got some basically trends on the radio. Alonso is not someone we typically talk about, but he will come on the radio and say some of the most iconic gems of things on the radio. In where were we first? Austria. The kerfuffle with Carlos Sainz not starting. The cars on the track, very, very hot. Alonso sitting in his car waiting to go. And I'm just imagining him being like, I'm 87 years old. Let's just get this on the road. This is taking forever. He comes on the radio and he's like, and I cannot tell you the temperature of the seat. It's maybe, I don't know, 200 degrees. Like, just unnecessary, but also hilarious, chillin'. And then he comes on in Great Britain, Silverstone, talking to his engineer. I just love this. And all the people that we lost places, they have worse tires, or we just lose places for fun.
He's
or like
losing his patience. It's only good for us.
We're just out here, just like, we do this for fun. Is this what we're up to? It's pretty great. Leclerc, oh man, he had one of the most iconic after. Well, he had another water moment in Silverstone. Water came into his visor. There's water that came into my visor. I couldn't see anything, like a huge splash of water. Everyone's comparing it to when the water was in his car, and his engineer is like,
See,
must be the water. It was like also raining. So pretty hilarious. But he had a moment after qualifying where, what did he say? I am shit. He said a lot of bad words, and he's like,
a lot, yeah.
And I think it's like my new mantra when I do something silly. I'm like, I used to say I am stupid because he said that at one point on the radio.
I am stupid.
But this is like the upgrade of I am stupid.
It's like its older sister. I am shit.
I am shit. I also felt really bad for him because, I mean,
I just love him.
I know.
He's so pretty.
We just want him to win.
He's so pretty.
He's so pretty.
But him and Brian fighting on the radio is also my like favorite pastime. Brian's trying to give him some technical things. At one point he says, we need to Lyco all corners, Charles, every lap. Lyco for the newbies, me, lift and coast. Leclerc comes on the radio and he's like, that's what I'm doing, Brian. That is what I am doing. So, like, it is just...
Brian, are we trash?
Brian, are we trash? Yes, Stewie. Yes, we are.
You all mentioned, I mean, we already talked about Russell. Russell's our resident meteorologist, which is really hard. He already has a job that only 20 people in the world can do, but he's also a meteorologist. He must do that technique where he just like cups.
I have ESPN.
Yes.
Have a fifth sense.
So he comes on and lets us know it's rain, and then later in the race decides to be like the scrappiest strategist.
Here we are, folks. This is what we were. This is what Tim and I were thinking.
This was the most karmically beautiful. It was perfect karma.
I'm surprised they pulled this one out, but I love it. George is also, context-wise, George is known for doing the strategy of long stints. Like, this is how he's kind of gotten where he's gotten. He's done long stints. He's done like the unconventional path to where he's gotten. And so he comes on the radio this time in Silverstone when it's like kind of in the middle of dry but still wet. And he comes on and he's like, depends how brave you want to be. We're running P7. His engineer comes on and says, brave, but not suicidal. We're still looking.
Then
I need to buy a gun.
I need to buy a gun.
No. No. No.
But then
Tim, tell us.
They pit the next lap. They put slicks on, and George spins out. It was,
mind you, I want to go back to our group chat when Tim says, I need George Russell to spin out unfatally or damage-wise or whatever you said, like unharmfully,
right,
and lose a bunch of positions. And
30
literally
seconds
like
later.
clockwork.
Literally. 30 seconds.
Camera
including
cut.
the
Cut to
pit.
him spit. Just
Classic.
wild.
Yeah.
Classic.
Y'all,
There's
I
a
am
lot of
taking
spinning.
requests
Crazy
to
girl.
read fortunes. It is $500 a piece at Tim
I
Miller
don't-
Creative on Venmo. Okay, if you want your fortune read, send a little red race
I don't want
car
mine red.
and a crystal ball.
I want it to
as
stop.
your emojis.
It's kind of like
I want it to
Cameo,
stop.
but different.
Yours can't be red, Jake, because your face is red right now.
Oh boy.
It's just the lighting.
Oh!
What did I say? You can't stay red if... Wait.
You can't get
You
red.
can't
if
get
you
red.
stay
Jacob,
red.
If you stay red. Wait, what? Oh my god, I almost fell. Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah.
The only other radio I wanted. Oh, did you have something for George? The only one I want to celebrate, and it's just like an overall. Everyone was so happy for Nico.
Yeah.
Gabby came on the radio, and it was like the cutest thing ever. He was like, Nico, it's Gabby, man. You don't know how happy I am for you. You're a fucking legend. Honestly, absolutely insane what you did today. Everyone is so happy for Nico, which is almost even better than him getting the podium. It's like Mercedes sent them champagne because that team was not preparing to celebrate.
They
like
never have champagne.
everyone was so excited for this legend.
The
So
only
that
thing
was one of my
really
favorite.
could have made it sweeter is if George would have won the race.
George.
And Nico.
Because then no one would have
No,
noticed.
and then everyone.
Again, it was.
Mercedes like, sorry, George, you've already done this. We're gonna send it over to Kick.
It's okay, George. You've had enough champagne. Okay, like fucking Nico. He's been driving since you were born.
Oh,
my.
actually,
He has to.
we ended on Nico.
Toto makes George deliver the champagne.
Gosh.
Speaking of Nico,
Nico.
I think it's time for Jake to take us into hydration station.
Yeah, so this one is from Austria, but it really plays well to both races. I will put it on the screen. It is Nico. So Bortoleto gets points, and everyone's freaking out because it's his first points in F1. He comes back to the paddock, like the Sauber headquarters in the paddock, and everyone's like cheering him on. And I guess Nico just got out of the shower or something. Like there's press there, there's the whole team. He comes out in a full towel, like he's just at home in the bathroom, gives Bortoleto a freaking hug and is like, yes, man, good job. Like poses with him. Like it is so chaotic, but also like, yeah, do it. You got it. So there's like this picture of him just like with media, with press. Bortoleto is in his full race gear still, and Nico Hulkenberg just looks like he is just
in the hospitality suite. He's like, oh man, I guess I'll bring my towel over there with me.
I think it's just a great, like, I mean, it's great that happened last weekend, and then this weekend him getting P3. Sauber is really coming up the ranks here. Like they are having two great ass weekends, and I am here to see it.
Yep.
Who?
James Foles.
He's at the store. He's buying more shirts, and Carlos is I don't know.
Right. Who?
Yeah. Who? What? That's all I had for Hydration Station. I wanted to, take a moment here to plug our socials. So if you have not followed us, please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at F1derland. Wait, F1_derland, right?
Derland.
What is it? DERLAND, right here on the screen. Please let us know what you like. Please let us know if you have any suggestions, anything that you would like us to talk about. We've gotten some really great feedback, and we appreciate you all tuning in, giving us the love, the support, and the feedback that you have. We are going to continue making these podcasts throughout this season. I don't know what that is going to look like as far as the summer break, but we have some games. We want to talk about the F1 movie. So make sure that you are subscribed and tuning in. Again, apologies for the delay in the past 2 weeks. It's been a little crazy with life. But if you have any ideas that you would like us to talk about, please let us know, and we would love to talk about them. Am I missing anything here, folks?
I have a Tim take for Silverstone.
Did we have a Tim take? Yeah.
Let's go.
Final Tim takes, take us out.
Yep. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. Ferrari are down in the points, Hulkenberg's at the podium, and George is starting to look strikingly similar to Max.
Period. Wait. Before we end this.
Yes.
Tim.
God.
Tim.
You really think that Max Verstappen signed
Yes.
with Mercedes?
I think he did. I did. I feel it in my bones. I know he did. He is going to be the Merc mercenary next year, and I think that it was an easy sell from Toto, because Toto is, I think, the smartest team principal. I think he and James Voles are my two favorites. Got a soft spot for Fred. Love him.
Who? I don't know her.
Anyway, I think that he sold it to Max easy. I think he said, look, obviously, Christian won't fix the fucking car, but I think he was able to pitch it as you're going to have a teammate who can actually drive next year. Okay. Big thumbs up. I don't know why that happened, but the teammate who can actually drive and keep up with you in Kimi, you're going to be able to tutor him, which is incredible. And you haven't been able to tutor anybody because nobody can drive the fucking car.
Tutor? I hardly know her.
I think they gave him a legacy deal that Mercedes wouldn't give Lewis for one reason or another. And I also think that Max would be on, he would have the double bonus of having a championship team and being the best driver on the grid, because the Mercedes car is incredible. And there's no way that Toto and his team are going to not have two of the meanest cars next season. I think it's an easy sell. And plus there's no drama. There's no drama around Toto and Susie, and there's drama around Christian. There's drama at Red Bull. There's fucking Helmut Marko. I don't know. I think it's done. I think George is out, and I don't know where George is going to go. I think it'd be hilarious to be at Red Bull, but I don't think Christian will put up with him. Yeah, I think it's a done deal.
George at Red Bull would be hilarious.
Yeah, him.
Jake has
trying to be mean.
feelings.
But Daddy, I don't want to drive a shit car.
All right, George, what did I say about calling me Daddy on the radio? All right, just drive the fucking car.
But Daddy, I don't necessarily disagree. I don't know if it's happened yet. I don't know if that's a little premature, but I think we are about to see some crazy shit happen in this break across the board. Tim, I think you brought up we are going to be probably seeing Cadillac seats announced soon, Audi seats announced soon. We are going to start seeing the formation of what 2026 is going to look like. So whether or not Tim's take in this instance is
premature emasculation or not, but
it could be, or
I think we have a baby.
It could have been I don't know. It's a hot take, and I'm here for the hot takes. If you're here for the hot takes, make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you're following us. Let us know what you think on social media. Please comment, subscribe, all the things. And until next week, oh my God.
That is the perfect end to chaos.
These light swords coming out of your back right now. Okay.
Everybody tune in.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Well, he is on a Jet 2 holiday.
Just came home. I needed the announcement of a new bombshell has entered the villa.